Hello, everybody. I'm CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana, across the Red River from beautiful Bossier City, and I'm here looking at an artist's rendering of what the state building is going to be once it is completed. Now, we have a state building on Fairfield. They're moving it downtown in what used to be uh, the former location. I guess it is the former location of the federal building, but it hasn't been operable in this particular building in probably at least 20 years. I would assume, because we've had, well, longer than that, really. Like in the 90s, we were using the new location for the federal building, so this was not uh, being used. Uh, and I remember that because my friend Jane was dating a guy, and he was a federal prisoner being held at the courthouse. And she asked me to, I don't know, would I do some sort of, I was really into the whole like uh, Wicca thing back then. And she asked me if I would do something to get him off. I said the best thing I could do is come up with something with the intent that he would be treated fairly in the court system. And she agreed to that, so that we went down uh, at midnight, and we did. I had some real interesting candles and some lotions and stuff like that, and I just kind of came up with this whole like ritual at midnight to kind of spray it around the in front of the courthouse, and federal courthouse. And yeah, near as I can tell, dude got what he deserved. I don't know. She ended up getting married to someone that she met shortly after that, and yeah, uh, they ended up getting married. They had a child, stayed together for the longest time. I think they eventually did get divorced, but yeah. Oh, Jane, wonder whatever happened to her. Okay, but this particular building, and you have to like every once in a while a little time out. Um, this is not what it looked like. It was just didn't have this funky slopey design. That just says to me, hey, come here in the middle of the night, skateboarders, and climb us, because there's not really a lot of surfaces uh, for skaters, and this looks like uh, a skater's dream. All these slopes on these ledges and things like that. So, but aside from that, the potential of a goofball like me to jump and try to climb different these different edges as they get closer together, during this, I like the design of it, though. I love that it's kind of artistic, but yeah. um, but now this video is from a guy who used to go on the outside of our a mall that we lived nearby, and we it was kind of the ground dipped, uh, and so we would I'd have to show you that design one day how it works, but I really don't want to do it because if there's local teens or anything like that that happen to stumble across this video, I don't want them going up there and doing it, because you really shouldn't. But it was a way that we could go up there and then stand on the ledge of the Sears building, the Sears end of the mall, and basically just kind of like we would holler at the people and scream and wave at them and stuff as they were coming out of that end of the mall, and they were like, "Get down!" And we got ran off by mall security, the mall cop. But he was a good guy. He was a good guy. My mom was separated from my dad, and I think uh, I'm not sure, but I think mom met up with them for some coffee or lunch or something once in a while. I know they were friendly and on first name basis, mom and this mall cop. But uh, yeah, we were just holy terrors back in those days. My sister, no, actually we weren't. We were mischievous. We'd go to the mall, and but we didn't. We were good kids. We were. Um, um, but yeah, mall rats or whatever, I miss mall culture. We don't really do that anymore. I would still do that. Um, by now I'd be one of those like old people that wore matching jumpsuits and walked around the mall for exercise. That's what I would do if I didn't have Planet Fitness and my weird, bizarre uh, walking downtown. I do that a lot too in the middle of the night. Um, anyway, yeah. I wonder if this rendering, how close it's going to be to the final thing. That's what I'm excited about, that state building. But anyway, love and light, peace, and yeah, good morning.